we got Unspoken Crime Murders. I've never watched this channel, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to make great videos. It will be linked in the description below if you'd like to sub up to them. But we got Dunkin manager kills customer after snapping over cold coffee. Wait, what? Brother, you take your job too serious, guy.
I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down. He hit him. He fell. He hit him? Yeah.
This is Corey Ellis Pujols, a 27.
So you ruined your life over coffee? Cold coffee? Brother, you're stupid.
Year-old Dunkin' Donuts manager with no criminal record. He just landed a deadly blow on a 77-year-old man, and that singular act was just enough to ruin his clean record.
Guaranteed knocked him out and hit the back of his head and dead.
Records claimed the life of a man and earned him significant charges. On May 4th, 2021, just after 1:30 p.m., Tampa police were called to a Dunkin' Donuts inside a Circle K in the Palm River area of Tampa. When officers arrived, medics were already treating the victim, 77-year-old Vanell Cook, who was unconscious.
Even if he was, I don't know, complaining about cold coffee, doesn't mean you get a punch, dude. Recipes to him.
Unconscious and bleeding from the head.
Oh shit.
Not
good.
I have an altercation with one of the employees. And I guess it just spilled, and I ran in here, he was...
I don't know what happened. I was there. He was... I'm taking down.
Which kid?
Let's go.
He's got allergies, he's seen allergy tag. What's he have?
Almost immediately, Corey Pujols approached the officers and told them he was the man they were looking for. Calm and cooperative, he explained exactly what happened.
Yeah, so first and foremost, let me just say my name is Corey Ellis Pujols. I am the guy you were looking for.
Yeah.
In regards to this situation.
Dude, boy.
The long and short of it is that here obviously at Dunkin', he's a regular. He normally comes through here and orders a large hot coffee. But today, maybe he's having a rough day or something, and he decided to be extremely profound at the mouth. And I asked him respectfully on the microphone, could you please not use that kind of language, obviously with me and my employees. And as well as that, and
Bro.
he said no.
Punch him?
And then he came around to the window. He kept going at the window. And then I guess he was going to come inside, so I came inside. I came on this side to let him know. He asked for the manager. Our current store manager is off already. She worked morning shift, and she's currently otherwise here. So I would be for the senior shift. I've been here a little bit longer than he has, so I was reserving responsibility for that. In any case, I came out to let him know. I said, listen, sir, with the profanity that you use, I would highly recommend that you go on about your business. We don't want to serve you any coffee today. Maybe you can try again another day, but
Yeah, I'm not believing this.
you have clearly upset. You feel me? The atmosphere here, and we would like for you to go on about your business. I asked him to do that repetitively. It's all on camera. As I mentioned, he came inside, and when he came inside, he addressed me, and he was looking. I said, hey, listen, the manager's not here right now. I'll give you the manager store number and all that good stuff. And he didn't want it, and I said, sir, well, can you please go on about your business again and have a good day? And he said, no, you're a nigger. And then I said, and I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an issue with it, and I said, say it again, and he did. And right hook sent him down.
So you're going to ask for something and then beat him up? Again, obviously it's a derogatory word, but like, if you, it holds, by the way, that word holds no weight if you don't do anything. It makes the person to say it looks like a fucking retard. Bro, so that happened. You asked him to say it again. He said it. And then you hit him with a right, and now he's dead. Damn. That's a turn of events if I ever seen it.
So it goes without being said that you can't hit somebody because they say something you don't like.
I very well.
I'm just telling you, I brought it.
No, I agree. Believe me. I'm terrified right now, but I agree with what you're saying. You shouldn't. I have had a fit of racism since I've only been here about 2 months, and I've dealt with so much of it. And I'm not saying that that is a reason to do it. I'm not.
I got people that say a bunch of hateful and horrible stuff to me every single day. For the past like 16 years, I let it go in one ear and out the other. It ain't gonna hurt you. This will get you in trouble. It's not gonna get you arrested, but
it's gonna get arrested.
Dude, you hit him and he fell down.
Yeah, and
oh no, that's assault, bro. Sorry, that's actually assault, regardless of the fact if you like it or not. Just, you know, even though he said a derogatory word, a racial slur, that's still assault. You can't hit people. Sorry, you can't. I mean, bro, like, you get, especially working a customer service job, you gotta have emotional control, bro. You can't let idiots try to, like, get you mad, because they're already mad, and if you snoop down to their level, that makes two idiots. If an idiot gets you mad, that's two idiots now. If you get mad at him, start yelling. Because there's no point of you arguing with the dude. If you're clearly in the right, there's no point of arguing with him, because you're right and he's wrong. Let him say the derogatory words, because he's a retard and he thinks it's cool to say it and it's going to get under your skin. Let him say the words. Let it hold no weight. So when he says something to you, like, just look at him. Okay. Anything else you got to say, bro? Yeah. Sure. If you show no emotions, if you don't play into their game, you beat them. You beat them, bro. It sucks. I mean, I get it. You know, people call you bad shit. It pisses you off. But, bro, you can't be hitting people, though. If you start cussing them out, I get it. And if he hit you, you hit him, okay, it's self-defense. But, you know, start cussing him out or something, bro. The first thing you did is hit him? I don't know.
And he should have never said what he said, but guess what? That's the country we live in. You say what you want to say.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, like you're saying, dude, get the freak out.
Trespass his ass.
Right hook and fell. My apologies for the.
He was hit and he fell down.
That right hook too, boy. Hit him so goddamn hard.
I'm not one to run from what I've done.
No, you're fine.
And again, he's a regular, so I honestly feel like about this situation.
All right, no worries. Some guys don't go out.
Yes, sir. You too. Take it easy.
Man was being very rude to this gentleman, which is the on-duty manager.
Acting manager for all intents and purposes.
Yeah. Said some few expletives, and he hit him, and he fell.
He hit him?
Yeah.
Do you get his information yet or no?
I had no information necessary. So, yeah, you want to grab his 43?
I have. We do have surveillance. However, when the boss leaves, she locks.
I definitely need to see that camera, bro.
That's fine.
Yeah, she locks.
So here, he charged the battery.
Right.
Bro, he's gonna get charged with manslaughter or aggravated assault that leads to death. Bro, bro, again, it sucks, but you can't just be hitting people. You can't, bro. Regardless of the fact if it's a reasonable crash out, if you like to say that, you can't hit people, bro. It's legally illegal. It's legally illegal, unfortunately.
You know, that's after we speak with him and see what's going on.
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get on to you, man.
Yeah. No.
You can't let, and I'm telling you from here on out, you can't let what somebody says anger you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I deal with it and I let it go on. I mean, people say nasty and hateful stuff to him and I.
Oh, believe me,
my job.
I know.
For no reason.
I know it.
You're gonna have people like that throughout your life. You just gotta let it go in one ear and right out the other. And just realize that he's gonna leave and be on his way, and you're gonna still be here working.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So to me, I'm not believing that it was they were having a good conversation or having a reasonable conversation. I have a feeling that they were probably yelling at each other. Because how does it escalate from that to that? If you were to like, yeah, man, just do this, how does that escalate? Is it just me, or like I have a feeling that y'all were arguing with each other, and then the blood started boiling, and it's like, and then you hit him with that. Killed him.
You're cool. You're good to go, man. Thank you.
It started moments earlier in the drive-thru. Employees couldn't hear Cook through the speaker. He became agitated, began yelling, and was told to leave without being served. Instead, he parked and walked inside. A Dunkin employee who dealt with Cook at the drive-thru told officers the same story Pujols did.
So basically, he was just being, outright rude when your card is going through. But he was just being
For what reason?
Verbal. I asked him if he wanted iced or hot coffee. He instantly was like cold coffee.
Yeah, I have a high feeling that dude that died's probably not a good person. He's probably a dickhead.
He was like, who the fuck likes cold coffee? I always get fast, so the same. Y'all always get it wrong. I'm like,
If he's a what?
Not here and identify you at the window.
So he got mad because you asked him if he wanted ice or hot coffee.
Yeah. Instantly off rip, he was already mad.
A large hot latte. Okay, gotcha.
So instantly he was just,
Sure.
above level. So he was being very verbal. Didn't want to listen to what we were saying. So Corey was like, he got on the mic because I've only been here for like just 3 weeks.
Sure.
But I've had Dunkin experience, so
Well, that shouldn't be a normal reaction of somebody.
it shouldn't be a normal reaction.
No,
so
not at
he
all.
didn't want to.
Better call the manager in. I need to see the camera.
Oh. For absolute no reason. So, Corey got on the mic because, he's the veteran here, the more experienced person.
Sure.
So, he took over the mic and was like, can you not talk to the customer? Employees like that. And he wouldn't listen. So he said, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to take your order today. We're going to politely ask you to leave.
Refuse to serve it.
Yeah, a verbal like, can you leave? We're not going to take your order type of thing right here. We were reassuring him that he could come again later. So then that's when he came up to the front and was right there.
So even after y'all asked him to leave,
He kept on coming.
came, he parked, and when you say up there, up at the front counter.
Yeah, he came to the car. So we knew Corey was gonna. So me and Corey went up there to wait and tell him to leave again. He didn't want to listen again, so we asked him to leave multiple times, and that's when he called Corey the N-word, and it escalated from there.
What did you see from happening from there?
From what I seen is I heard him telling Corey told me to call the cops off rip. So I was calling the cops, I was calling my manager, I was calling everybody. And the dude he kept on being violent, very rude. So
When you say violent, like
He
physically
wouldn't be no damn violent boy.
violent,
no,
or
not
just verbally?
physically. I don't think he physically touched Corey, but mentally, trying to get into Corey's mind.
Sure.
Mess with him.
Rage baited him.
With his head. So then Corey, he was like, okay, we're gonna ask you one more time. We're gonna either you're gonna leave or we're gonna call the cops. I was already calling the cops, so he didn't want to leave. He was like, this bunch of niggas, this, that, and third. Corey was like, one more time, and he called him another nigga, and that's what happened. I was right here, and I was on the phone with my manager and the police officers at that time. Oh wait, yeah, police officer at that time, and that's what happened.
So what happened after that, after he said that?
I gotta hear that call, bro. Let's hear that call. Because I know every call to the police is recorded, so let's hear that.
Corey punched him, he was on the floor, and I was on the phone.
Okay, and you were standing like
right around here.
Okay.
Mean right.
Is he? And Corey said he's a normally regular. He comes through
He
here.
comes here a lot, and he's very, verbal. I guess he doesn't know how to, be respectful. So
normal people know how to be respectful.
He's just
He was not
old
to
as
be.
he wasn't being respectful. Where I had to go through it, and not physically see your face.
Sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hello, manager.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to? A, I got a thumb drive, or B, if we're able to get the video, can you email it? What's better for you?
I'll have it emailed to you.
Okay.
I'll have my law prevention guy
Okay.
send it to you.
Let me go out.
This blue shirt.
Give me an email address.
Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact.
I had a little bit of issue with it, and I said, say it again.
Fuck, bro. Why the fuck did I go there? I knew that's the ways, man.
Drive? Yes, sir.
I'll call him now, as a matter of fact.
Police requested the store's surveillance footage, and it told the exact story the two employees told. Instead of leaving the property as the employees requested, Vanell Cook parked his car and walked inside the store. Seeing this, Corey Pujols, the on-duty manager, immediately told a co-worker to call the police. Cook approached the service counter and continued arguing. Pujols stayed on the opposite side, separated by a waist-high swinging door, and repeatedly told Cook to leave the store. During the confrontation, Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols stepped through the swinging door, moving closer, but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated.
That's gonna show a lot of yeah, it's not gonna be good for him to walk around
the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw. Cook fell backward.
Let's replay this.
Cook used a racial slur, told Cook to leave the store.
So
During the confrontation,
this is when he pulls back around. Okay.
Cook used a racial slur, calling Pujols the N-word. At that point, Pujols
Hard R, not this regular.
stepped through the swinging door, moving closer, but keeping his hands at his sides. He warned Cook not to say the word again. Cook repeated the slur. In response, Pujols threw a single punch to Cook's jaw.
Hit with that fire, boy.
Cook fell backward, struck his head on the concrete floor, and lost consciousness. Pujols then walked away as emergency services were already being called. The victim,
Yeah, he killed him, bro.
Vanell Cook, was later revealed to be a registered sex offender.
Oh my, okay. Okay, I know. Okay. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. This was pointless. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. You touched kids. Dead. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I didn't know this. Okay. He's still assaulting her, but nah.
With a long criminal history involving child exploitation, prosecutors would later describe him as an unsympathetic victim, but legally, none of that justified the punch. The officers eventually did what they had to do.
Sad but true, man.
And it feels better in here.
I didn't know all that. I knew that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to run.
100% level of frustration that would be this too. And this is one of those things that there's one thing that's steering us right now, it's the level of this. He's in critical condition right now. It's not looking good.
Bro, you're talking to him like he's not going to go to jail.
None of us would go at all, you know? And he deserves to put his place for that. But because of how seriously he's injured, we have no choice. So I want you to understand.
Hey. Brung him to hell quicker, I guess.
That one count of battery on the elderly male, which is over 65 years of age, you'll have a bond.
Yeah, it's... If we go from human to human, regardless of the fact that... I mean, this is without knowing he was a pedophile. Regardless of the fact, it's going to be more. It's going to be more than battery if he dies.
It's like high. If you were to bond out tonight at some point, you know what I'm saying? Is there anything you have that get that right?
James, do you want a bag? I can give you a bag for all that. Yeah, I've got one in here, or if you got one. That's
I called the state attorney's office, I spoke to all of our supervision, and it's just unfortunate, you know. I wish the guy had a black eye so we could all say, hey, watch your mouth, you know, but he thinks it's bad. It's just one of those things that I wish really sad situation. What could make it go best?
stop talking to him.
That's for mom.
Okay, that's it?
Right here.
What's up, dude?
Brother, what the detective was saying, we 100% agree. But when his head hit hard and everything, when they brought him out here, he was unconscious.
Yeah.
And then while
Fucking concrete, bro. That's why, like, if you're gonna straight fight, never do it, because this is the case that this is one of those cases where he's knocked out and he dies. Even though it probably didn't happen too often, I don't know the ratio or whatever, but like, yeah.
so you go down, we'll tell mom. Mom can go down. Yeah, you do that. It's just a hope.
Black Force energy or what? Air Forces?
I know that you rest and then more physical after that, but it wasn't. But everything, when something happens, everything is taken that happens in the entire situation. You know what I'm saying? So him falling, him getting the injury, him being elderly, again, he could be in the hospital and be completely fine by tomorrow. Okay? But we'll tell mom. Mom can come down and bond you out. It should be, I think, a $1,000 bond or $100 to do a bondsman. She can come down and bond you out. And I'm sorry about this.
I'm sorry because I still think, no matter what anybody thinks of me, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't. I agree with everybody. I shouldn't.
Let me turn the air on for you. Let me talk to mom real quick. Okay?
3 days later, on May 7th, 2021, Cook died from a skull fracture and brain contusion.
Isn't that tragic? Isn't that tragic? Isn't that fucking tragic, huh? Womp womp.
Pujols was rearrested and charged with aggravated manslaughter of an elderly adult, facing up to 30 years in prison. In March of 2022, prosecutors made a controversial decision. They reduced the charge to felony battery. Pujols was sentenced to 2 years house arrest, 3 years probation, 200 hours community service, mandatory anger management, and no prison time.
If it wasn't a pedophile, I would feel a lot different, but it is, so whatever.
Prosecutors cited key factors such as Pujols' clean record, the victim's aggression,
What?
and racial slurs, and uncertainty under Florida's standard
That gotta be the gayest shit in the world. What do you mean because he said words?
ground laws. One man's past made him an unsympathetic victim. The
That's true.
other's clean record
I know, yeah, before this, I'd be like, he needs manslaughter, but pedophile, whatever.
spared him a prison cell. But in the end, a single punch thrown in
I mean, it is what it is. He hit him with that fada, what? Bro accidentally made the world safer. Facts. After finding out he was an ex-offender, I don't feel a single ounce of sympathy or remorse for the old bastard. Yeah. I can tell even the cops didn't want to arrest him. Yeah, he took out the trash. Now the monster can't hurt no more kids. Facts. The reason why the cops tame and patient because they are Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, it's funny. Send a sex offender to hell and gets no prison time. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care that much. You guys gotta let me know what you think about this. This was a good one. Turn of events if I ever seen it. I don't care that much, dude. Pedophile dad is what it is. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, boys.